deal with it later. Okay, we are live. Hey guys. Sorry, no calls tonight.
Okay.
Skype doesn't want to work. See, my shell's off the hook.
Yep, I've just put my phone away now, so that's good.
Yeah, put your phone away. We got plenty to talk about. We got
exactly. We do actually. We really do.
So
Definitely.
yeah, so oh yeah, this is what happens when you go away for a couple weeks. Nothing wants to work. You come back. I didn't test the Skype. I should have. I tested everything but the Skype. Figuring the Skype is a throwaway. It's an easy. Why wouldn't it work? But you know what? Because it's Microsoft. That's why.
Not Apple. Not Apple.
Not Apple. Microsoft. That's what I get for using a Microsoft product.
Well, Scott, in the chat room, so they've been chatting a lot actually in the chat room while we've been trying to log on, and someone said no show last week, so the software felt neglected.
Yeah.
Someone else said karma for you missing going caching, as opposed to Chad.
I know it is. I know.
Yeah,
I know, and I heard it was a. I'm sure I'm going to hear all about it tonight. How amazing it was.
Yeah, you will.
You will.
I believe it. I do believe it. I'm gonna try one more time here, and I know it's not gonna work, but you know what? I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna try it again. You do it live.
Giggles. Audio says codec, so it should be working. Can I test it? I can't. Hello. The audio is working. So what if I do wait, camera? Oh wait, I wonder. No, that's right. Can I? No. General. No. Calling. No. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. Okay. One more time, and if it doesn't work, I'm done. One more time. It says codec. It should be working just fine. So what's? Oh wait. I think I got it. Hold on.
Oh no.
I think. Now, guys, you have to call in.
Oh, you did. Oh.
Did I fix it?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
All right. Calling Call-In Studios host and call screener line. Please enter your show or meeting number.
Phone lines are open.
Phone lines are open, ladies and gentlemen.
That means I've got to do my part now. Stand by. Jeez. Chad, I'd close it all down and everything.
I hear you.
Oh, man.
You have not started a show session in Call-In
Studio.
Okay,
give me a minute, honey.
Yet receive calls on the Geocaching podcast.
There you go. Okay. You happy
Welcome,
now?
host.
Thank you.
You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the Call-In Studio web interface.
She's so pushy. Man.
Audio recording is on.
All right, now everybody has to call in because I got the show.
Well, stand by because I haven't got the screener set yet. So,
well, I can still start the show. I mean, that's no problem. I don't need.
Okay, you can start the show, Scott. You can start the show.
All right, guys, here we go. Sorry, guys, we're back. Hi, guys, welcome. We're back. Okay, so are we ready to go?
Ready.
Chad, you ready to go?
Yes, sir.
I missed you, Chad. It's good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you.
Missed you. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
You want to know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. But come on, take a chance now. Go, geocache. If you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It's Wednesday. It's 8:30, which means it is once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. Yes, guys, we are back. My name is Scott Burks, and please welcome our host from Down Under, C. Michelle.
G'day, mate.
See, guys, this is for all you people who listen at work or on the trail. This is a video joke for the people who actually watch live because 3 windows and he's under us.
Craig is literally down under.
Which is why I always say, and to please welcome to my virtual left, because Chad is on the left side of me, Jazz 427.
Howdy, y'all. It's that time again, so sit back, relax, and grab your coffee.
That's right, guys. Tonight's episode 834, recorded live on October 9th, 2024, is the October Cacher Coffee. Guys, I know it's amazing, but the phone lines are indeed open, so you better give us a call at 808-468-7924. That is 808-GOT-SWAG. And for you international callers, you can call us free via the web at callinstudio.com/show/GCPC. But before we get to the show, we need to talk about Patreon, Chad.
Got to pay those bills.
That's right, guys. And guess what? It's October, Chad. So this is when the bills come in. When we rebooted the show in October of 2018, that's when I started all the bills. So it's bill season. It's what's known as the GCPC as bill season here. It's when all the bills come piling in. So, guys, there's two ways you could help us out. You can go to PayPal. It's PayPal.me/the Geocaching Podcast. You make a one-time donation. Doesn't matter what it is. It goes straight to the bills. Or, guys, you join Patreon.
Oh, you get anything with that?
You do, Chad. You get extra audio, extra video, only available to our Patreon members. You get stickers and coins and path tags and pins. You get the path tag. You get patron shows. You get the coveted end of the year patron only giveaway show. We give stuff away. We clear out the prize closet. One of my favorite shows of the year. Craig, have you ever been to one? Have you ever gone to one on the other side? Not as a host, obviously, but on the other side, have you ever gone to one of these shows?
Yes, of course. I used to watch quite often, but I used to listen more than watch, to be honest with you, Scott.
Yeah, and that's what 99.8% of our listeners do.
Yeah.
Very few watch the show. But actually, no, I'm lying. Obviously, very few watch live. I shouldn't say very few. We get a lot of people that watch live, but very few considering the downloads that we considering the overall
as a percentage.
As a percentage, very super low. But a lot of people watch it, replay it on YouTube, which is shocking to me. Like, because it's an audio show. I mean, God bless. Thank you so much. I don't care if you watch or listen, as long as you're paying attention to us. We're happy. So thank you for that. But it is a giveaway show that's amazing, and you still have time to get in on it. It's in December. It's at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So guys, you want to do that, you go to patreon.com. And we do have videos, extra audios. Even Craig is getting into it. Craig brought Chad into a video last week. If you guys, anybody who's a patron knows, I didn't even do the video. It was Craig and Chad and Bible Man Rick all people.
Yeah.
How about that? Which is
and I actually recorded a couple of videos. I need to send them to you.
Oh, look!
They're not as good. They're not Craig level videos, but I think they're good videos. So.
Mine aren't even Craig level. Send them to Craig. he'll edit them. So, guys, you want to join in on the fun? Trust me, it's way more fun on the other side. It really, really is. You go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Cachly. Cachly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cachly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at cachly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
Oh, we got a H. Wait. I did this too on the break too. There's the H sign. And we're also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork are the creators of the fantastic logbook, made with genuine Right in the Rain paper. The logbook designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who would rather go cache and do cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. That's LOGWERK.com.
Yeah, it's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher Magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. You can find them at ftfgeocacher.com. That's ftfgeocacher.com.
And by the Max Suds Body Company. Max Suds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Be Gone soap, itch spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray are all great for outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Max Suds Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxsudsbody.com. That's MACSUDSBODY.com.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA, and we always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL geocaching.com.
And Art and Crafted. Art and Crafted creates unique geocaching themed tees and custom designs for you or your geocaching group, with adult sizes ranging from small to 5XL. If you have an idea for a shirt design and cannot find it, then you've gone to the right place. Give them the opportunity to show you how they can enhance your caching experience with your own custom design. Visit them at artedcrafted.com. That's ARTEDCRAFTED.com.
And buy pattags.com for all your swag and pattag needs. Visit our website to get creative help, to trade or log tags, or to purchase your own personalized pattags. With over 50,000 tags to collect, pattags.com is everything you need to start your pattag obsession. Visit them at pattags.com. That's PATHTAGS.com.
And by GeoGo, co-caching with GeoGo, the geocaching app for Android that includes a Where I Go player, trackable scanner, companion watch app, and county finds database. If you're an advanced geocacher, GeoGo helps with powerful features like nearby cache notifications, optimized routes, offline mode, bulk TB logging, and much more. Learn more by visiting them at geogo.com. That's GEOOH-go.com.
And finally, what's this? Yes, that's right.
Oh.
Cashcraft. Cashcraft creates handmade devious geocaches, including their popular devious branch geocache, made of a genuine tree branch. They also create path tag and geocoin displays, right in the rain log sheets, geocaching stickers, swag to stock your geocache, and much more. Cashcraft has the geocaching products you want to enjoy, geocaching to the fullest. So visit them now at cashcraftnj.com. That's CACHECRAFTNJ.com. There you go. Brand new. Brand new.
Let's make sure we heard it. Brand new sponsor. Welcome to the show, Cashcraft. Thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate you. Happy to have you on board as part of the GCPC family. Again, that URL is cashcraftnj.com.
Yes.
I think they're out of New Jersey. I'm assuming if it's NJ.
Yeah, New Jersey. They are. They live like right up north from me.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah.
Nice.
Courtney and Andrew. Big shout out to the two of those. Lovely couple they are too. So there you go.
Nice. Well, welcome to the
Mhm.
family. We're happy to have you, and happy to hope we bring you lots of goodies. So, and always, Chad, you can find links to our sponsors on our website or
in our show notes.
in our show notes. That's right. We do have some news before we do anything here. So, again, we do have Cashcraft as a new sponsor. That's in the news. So we welcome them. We thank them. Hopefully have a long and prosperous relationship together. Also, and the problem is that I gotta read GeoGo now, which I didn't even read through, and I've never read it before in my life. So like, sorry, I stumbled through that, guys. But I've never. You're right. That is a hard one to read.
There you go. Finally, Chad.
It doesn't.
Finally.
I might have to tweak that. It doesn't flow.
Trust me. I read it. I read it plenty of times.
Also, Earth Cache, guys. Earth Cache Day is this Friday through Monday, October 11th through October 14th. Get an Earth Cache this weekend, boys. Everybody's
Have you got one? Have you got one ready, Scott?
Why would I got one? I got two. I got two in my back pocket here. So yes, I'm good for the year.
What about you, Chad? You got one or what?
I've got a solid 80 within an hour drive of me. So yeah, I'm good.
But
I haven't picked out the one. I haven't picked out the one that I gonna get, but I've.
But you're actually going to go out there legitimately and get the one rather than have them in your back pocket, like Scott's saying that he's got them ready to log.
I have to go out there and do it. I just haven't done it.
Oh no, there's a lot of people out there.
I don't mean like they're not done. I have to go do them, but like I have two. Like I've scouted and I have two.
Scouted, yeah.
There's not many left, believe it or not.
There are people out there.
Right.
There are people out there. They've got the answers. They're ready to go, and they're holding them back in their notes section.
No.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that. But I understand that there's people who have basically sucked up all the earth caches that they have available in their area. And I happen to be lucky in the area that I live because of Propeller Dude has put out something like 100 earth caches.
100. How do you get those approved?
I don't know.
100.
I'm not sure if it's exactly 100, but he's put out
more than 4 is insane. Like
right, I agree.
I've got a few.
I honestly, there's not much. I mean, there's not a ton here because I'm in the Midwest and it's all just fens and that crap. But
Oxbows.
Yeah, so there's not a ton here, and I remember I've been doing this for 16 years. I've gotten pretty much everything in this area, and when I've saved for Earth Cache Day over the years, I've also burned those, But like 2 have come out as of recently in the last couple of years, so I do have one picked out. I think me and Cody are going to go on Saturday and go.
Yeah, I think Laurie in the chat said as well, you can actually get the souvenir if you place one, but you've got to, if you place, you can't just place one and get it.
Just place one. Doesn't take a little
Right.
longer than that.
It takes a little bit longer to actually get reviewed.
Getting
and then,
that timing for it to actually
Yeah.
launch at that,
Lo-
yeah, no, that's
that's a
almost impossible.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, so guys, give us a call, 808-468-7924. That is 808 got swag. Here, I'll throw the number up for anybody who's curious. Just because you know what? It took us a lot of time to get this thing to work, so you better call us because it didn't want to work. And Craig was super happy he didn't have to take calls. Now he does, so let's make him miserable. Because it's fun to make him miserable. Because it's fun.
Well, I can talk about you behind your back this way, Scott. So before they actually
I know you can go on the phone and be like, isn't Scott a PR?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Give Scott hell. Give Scott hell. That's what I'm saying.
I just thought about that. I could swear now and just spell it. So the little kids who are listening, they're in the car with the kids. The kids don't know what I'm saying. I think I've just life hacked this whole podcast.
There you go.
Anyway, so give us a call, 808-468-7924, 808 got swag. In the meantime, lots has happened since we've been gone. Lots. So let's start with, actually, I'm going to start with an email because we got an email. Sorry. I got an email unrelated to this. So let's start with that. From Canuck, 1867 says, my brother has come down from Canada a few times this summer. We have actually gone geocaching for very few finds, not that many. Sometimes my conversations with him become peppered with common geocaching phrases, many that you are familiar with or might even have originated. Hard way in, easy way out. You're on mute. I think we originated that one. You're on mute one. And when I was joking with him, don't annoy a geocacher. We know the best place is to hide a body. He came up with the best response. Yeah, but when you use 500 words to log it, then you give it a favorite point and the whole world knows where to look. Get it? Because, Canuck gives us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Brothers, you can't live with them and you can't take them geocaching anymore. Yes, thank you, Canuck. I don't have a brother. I have two sisters, though, and they're kind of a pain. So I feel you. Chad, you got siblings? I don't even know if you have siblings.
Yeah,
I've known you for how many years? I have no idea if you have siblings.
I've got a sister that's a year and 2 months older than me, and a brother that is about 14 years younger than me.
14 years. Your parents,
14
God
years.
bless their hearts.
Oops.
He was an oopsie. Wow. God bless him.
Both of them are muggles.
Wow. 14 years. That's incredible.
Yeah.
So you were, wow. So like you graduated high school, he was like 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's amazing. You went to his high school graduation. You were like a grown-up.
Yes, I was an adult. Was I married at the time? I was about ready to get married. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Anyway, sorry, rabbit hole. Apologize. Coming back out. Okay, so that's up for that. Thank you. Okay, Cash or Coffee, guys. Give us a call, guys. 808-468-7924. Give us a call. We'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. In the meantime, Chad, you're not going to believe this. I'll start. Chad, because I know we're going to get to going caching and we're going to go down that rabbit hole forever. The GCPC coins, guys. The GCPC coins we've been pushing and pushing for years. Chad, gone. Sold my last one. Just sold my last one. Gone. Actually, I'm lying. I didn't sell it. It was our last one, and I realized I didn't even have one.
You didn't?
I don't have one. I literally don't have one. And so I went to the listener, and I emailed him, and I said, "Buddy, listen, I'm so sorry. It's the last coin. You add if you want it, it's yours. It is absolutely yours. You've bought it, you've earned it, you can take it, or I'm going to give you a proof of one of the patron coins. I started out with 4 proofs. I have 2 left, right? I have 2 left. They're beautiful proofs. I will give you one of those proofs. I will load you up with GCPC swag. And the only problem is it's not trackable. The proof obviously is not trackable. So it's not trackable, but it's a beautiful coin, and I'll load you up with swag if you're good with that. If not, I'll give you the coin. It's yours. You paid for it. He's like, well, I want the proof. He's like, nope, I'll take the proof. Way more rare, way more valuable.
Right.
Like it's like a 1 of 4. that in existence. You know, it's like
Yeah.
104. I'll take that. He's like, it sits in a binder anyway. I don't even ever
See, I don't even have a proof.
And Chad doesn't even have I got one proof left. One proof left. Yeah. So yeah. So for the record, he's getting the proof and a bunch of
Nice.
swag and a ton of swag. He was totally cool about it. So like I got the last GCPC coin sitting. I think it's in that one somewhere in there. The last regular one. The patron one's in there. I have a patron one, but I didn't grab a regular one. I never grabbed one. Believe it or not. Isn't that crazy? But yeah,
That's
we are
crazy, yeah.
sold out. So me, you, and Craig have to have a convo of what we're gonna do about Kerns coins. Yeah,
Oh,
because we are out of coins.
right.
And as crazy as that sounds, it's pretty cool that we're out of coins. So do we do another one? Do we do a run? A brand new one? We got to get Chris Mackey involved. I don't know. I don't know. Conversations need to be had. Beginning of the year, I'll deal with that. I can't deal with it now. Anyway, Chad. Aside from going caching, do you have anything else to talk about today?
Well, yeah, definitely. So, another reminder: we have Adventure Day on October 19th. Which we're actually doing the Adventure Lab location. You find an Adventure Lab location, get the Adventure Day souvenir anywhere between October 18th and the 20th. So we don't want to forget about that either.
Nice.
And we're saying goodbye to Sneaky Hide September.
Sneaky Hide September. Oh
yeah.
no.
And we're saying hello to extra large hides. So I want to see some giant containers get put out there.
Yes. Everyone loves a good giant container. What we got? 2 calls in the screen right now. Okay, I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna start South Carolina. South Carolina. Is this got to be Gundark if it's South Carolina?
South Carolina.
Dude, how you doing out there? You okay?
South Kakalaki.
Are we okay out there? You should be safe though, right?
Doing good.
You guys aren't in that storm, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. What's up, buddy?
No, we're gonna might get some wind, rain, but that's it.
Okay, good.
What's up? Not much. Just calling in, say hello, and
hi.
I was also at going caching this past weekend. Ran into Craig.
Craig is his Craig. Craig is his name.
Craig.
There's
an E. There's an E in my name, apparently.
Craig.
I missed Taz.
You missed Taz? You didn't see Taz?
Yeah. Oh. I know there's several people that
you went one day. Wow. I guess that's more than I went.
Yeah, so I mean, I was planning on going when the original plan was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but because of stuff that was going on back home, I thought the trip was going to be completely shot. But I went and looked at a few things. Like, screw it, it's 5.5 hours drive. I got up early in the morning, drove up there, spent the day, headed back like about 7:30.
Nice.
But
nice. That's awesome.
I mean, had a good time. And now it's actually my first mega.
Mind blown. First mega, really? Wow.
Yeah, and considering that this was the last one, everybody and the brother was going to be there, I had to go.
I know. Trust me, I really wanted to be there. I couldn't be there. So how was your okay? So we got to talk about how was your first mega? Let's talk about that. Like, you just had your first mega. How was it?
It was freaking awesome.
Yeah, you enjoyed it.
It was awesome. I mean, seeing that many people are
and they're all cashers. Isn't that amazing?
And the funny thing is, and the funny thing is, I was just coming from the park and I'm walking up the path. First person I come across is one of our locals, Nana. And then so I was going. So I went. I got there, went into the field where all the tents were. Hit the latrines first because after 4 hours driving, I needed to pee.
Sure, of course.
So,
then
went and picked up all my stuff and went walking around. I saw Lisa from Cash Advance at the booth.
Sure.
But I didn't get a chance to say hello because I had to go pick my stuff up and all that. Then saw Sonny and Sandy and a few other people.
Nice. That's awesome. I'm so glad. Was it like,
cool.
Well, okay, so I have so many questions for. I haven't been. My first mega was like 15 years ago. So, was it everything you thought it would be? I don't even remember. I don't remember my feelings at my first mega. I honestly don't. Like, was it everything you thought it would be? Was it more? Was it less? Was it like on par? How did you feel? What were your expectations met?
I mean, considering what going caching is in total,
Mhm.
and I'm only getting to see this little tiny bit of it.
Mhm.
Plus, I really didn't have time to do all the events that was there, and one of my goals was to hit my milestone of 900, which I did.
Oh, nice.
But I had
Well
to
done.
do some cashing in
Sure.
between there, so I was like
Nice.
25. I got there was like at 875.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh, nice.
had to get some cash in during that also.
Mhm.
But 25, I'm assuming. Hey, Chad, I'm assuming 25 is pretty easy out there, right? To get 25 quickly.
Yeah, pretty
If you've
easy.
never been there, if you've never been there.
If you've never been there, yeah, depends on what you're going for. So I mean, there's some ones that are definitely pretty easy out there, but there are others that you can spend. Well, the Coingo Cake Cache, it's a puzzle cache. You can spend. I know GeoMonkey Tiger.
Oh,
Spent
Monkey Tiger. Hey.
spent 4 hours working on that thing. We came up to them and like they were probably in like hour 2 or 3, and they said, "Go away." Okay. It's like, no, we've been working on this whole time. We're gonna finish it on our own. Go away. So there are some that can definitely take you a forever, and they're great caches.
Mhm.
But and there's some you got a pretty good hike out to go get it, and it takes a fair amount of time. But there are others that you can pick up fairly easy, and I would say the lab caches. Oh, the lab caches! How many? I think they had like 4 or 5 new series of 10 each out there, and all unique. That were awesome.
Nice.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Gundark. Well, I'm happy that you made that your first mega. That's
so-
kind of awesome. Go ahead.
Hey, can I finish up? Yeah, so I got most of the caches I needed. I was about a couple away from hitting 900. I was doing the museum.
Mhm.
So I went through all that. Made the mega itself number 900. Went to do the last few one at the museum. HQ servers went down.
Oh no!
I could not finish anything then.
What day was that? Was that Saturday?
7 o'clock.
Saturday.
7 o'clock. That was Saturday night. Yeah.
Saturday. I thought something was wrong.
I had to finish off my whole trip. Hey, then I had to finish off my whole trip. I go walking back towards my car. I'm going back on the trails. The southern ends of the trails were covered in mud because of the storm.
Sure.
So I'm less than 100 feet from my car. Going to the last underpass. There's a ton of mud down there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, don't step on the concrete. You're gonna slip. And what do? I step on the concrete. Foot went out from under me.
Nice.
I go belly first into the mud, almost sliding into like home plate. T-shirts covered in mud, shorts covered in mud, and I still got a 5.5 hour drive home.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the way it works, man.
I should have got pictures of it though.
No, oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Dude, pictures or it didn't happen.
On,
man.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. But I did have a thought though. With that being the last mega, everybody that went there is bringing their thoughts and memories home of Rome, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I physically brought Rome, Georgia home with me.
Gundark, always a pleasure to talk to you, buddy. Thanks for calling in. You're awesome.
Yeah.
You be well.
My pleasure.
We'll talk to you soon. You be well.
Scott.
Yes, sir.
Scott, I just looked up my statistics, right? So my first mega event, because remember, I'm from Australia, so we don't have that many megas in Australia itself.
You're from Australia?
Yeah, I know. Funny that. It's just the accent. My first mega, you ready for this? I was in the committee for the mega. Like, I was part of the committee for my first mega.
You were on the committee for the first mega that you went to? Really?
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, there you
My
go.
first mega was like West Bend, I think 2010 or 9, 09 or 10.
And I made it my 4,000th find as well. So I had 4,000
Ooh.
caches under my belt before I got to a mega.
You had 4,000 under your belt before you went to a mega?
Yeah, there's not many in Australia at the time. There's not many.
Yeah,
We're
I
lucky
guess
to have one
you're
or
on an
two.
island, for Christ's sake, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I was somewhere around 200 finds. My first mega was Texas Challenge in
Oh, nice.
2011.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in West Bend. Yeah. All right, let me take this one more call here. And we see that it's, who is that, Connecticut? All right, then we know what it is. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
Hi there.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Skip. What's up, pal? What's up, Skip?
How's the new studio?
Studio's looking good, man.
Do you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Guys, good.
Yes. Now I hear you good.
I'm glad. How are you? How are you? I got Roxy at my feet. Roxy is laying sleeping at my feet as we speak. Yes. How are you? What's up, buddy? How you doing? So you didn't go to going caching? You're like, how did you not go? You're retired. How did you not go? What else do you possibly have to do?
I didn't. I had other stuff to do. I didn't go.
Mm.
Man alive. Okay.
So,
Okay.
I have a question.
You have a question for
Travel
the show?
question.
For who? For me or for the show?
Well, any
What?
one of you.
Okay, any of us. Okay, go ahead. Go
All
ahead.
right. So I'm doing a road trip this week with my Snuggle Muggle,
Mhm.
going up to Vermont, the back roads and the byways to hit the last 28 towns I need to complete all the towns of Vermont.
Oh wow, the
And-
towns of Vermont. Really? Is that a challenge?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. There's a challenge to find all 251 towns of Vermont.
That's kind of cool, actually.
And I got
Mhm.
All the towns. Just sorry, I'm going down a rabbit hole. Do all the East Coast states have that, or just Vermont? I've never heard of that. That's why I'm asking that question.
New England.
New England's got it.
There's one New England.
That's kind of awesome. I like that. I really like that because it's not just counties. It's not glorums. It's freaking towns. I love
Towns,
that.
yeah.
That's awesome. I love that. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Out of the rabbit hole. Go ahead. Sorry, that's just great. Honestly, I love that. I love that idea. Go ahead.
So how do you find decent places to eat? You know, usually when I'm on a road trip, it's usually the usual fast food chain type restaurants.
Local.
Mhm.
Local. Always local.
Local.
Come on, Skip. Always local.
Yelp is one of
find
your
the
best
cool-
friends.
I find the coolest places eating local. The coolest. Me and Cody Dog, we were in the middle of freaking nowhere. Okay, we just went to the greatest restaurant. I don't remember what it was called, but and even when we were in Texas, we actually Googled Texas people. Give me a restaurant to go to, and we were in Armadillo. People said you have to go to this restaurant. It was amazing.
Mhm.
But when me and Cody I can't remember, we were in the middle of Illinois, Southern Illinois, and we found this restaurant with all. Who's Gen Xer? Chad, you're Gen X. It was all toys we grew up with. They had Steve Austin dolls, $6 Million Man dolls,
Yeah.
and Battlestar Galactica toys.
G.I. Joe.
G.I.
action
Joes,
figure.
all these all the toys we had growing up. You could tell this guy who owned this restaurant, and it was on display. You could tell this guy was a total Gen Xer and totally we would be best friends if he lived any closer to me. So
Stretch Armstrong.
So totally right. So Skippy, my advice to you is research. I literally just go restaurants near me in Google and just look for Yelp reviews.
I basically pop open Google Maps, but do restaurants near me, and I look at the star ratings and see if they're mom and pop, and high star ratings, mom and pop. Those are the go-tos. So
Always. Yep.
We didn't eat. I take that. We pretty much didn't eat fast food except for 10 o'clock at night, and we're hungry. And one time we went to the Huddle House, and another time we went to
Huddle
Waffle
House. Oh, the Huddle House.
because those were the only things that were open.
I have a great story at the Huddle House. I'm not going to tell this on live on here. I have a really good Huddle House story. So Craig, you're on the road all the time. You're a nomad. What do you do? Tell us what you do.
I've got a fridge. I've got a pull-out kitchen, so I literally stop in a rest stop somewhere else as well, and I cook myself up my meals.
Oh, so why don't you do that, Skip? Skip, do that.
9 times out of 10, that's what I do.
Quit being lazy. Quit being lazy. Put a kitchen in your car like Skip or like See My Shell and cook your own meals.
Yeah.
Just don't give yourself food poisoning.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Don't do that.
You do need a good refrigeration service in there as well. Therefore, then you need battery. Then you start off that flow. You think, okay, I'm gonna cook my own meals, but then you got to go on from there and get a fridge and get a battery system and stuff. Yeah. All of a sudden, you're missing your entire back seats. So no one else can. Then you solo travel. See, so that's what you do.
I started eating local because I once got food poisoning from lettuce in a gas station Subway, and it was my own fault that I got food at a gas station Subway, but it was literally the only thing around, and so I had to eat at a gas station Subway, and I got food poisoning. Yeah, wasn't fun. No. But ever since then, I've eaten local. I'm like, you know what? I'm going straight local. I'm not eating that kind of stuff anymore. So, Skip, that's my best advice to you: is Yelp. You know, just your restaurants near me. Google restaurants near me. That's what I would do. And always, you should eat local anyway. I mean, that's the better thing to do. You know, because you find really cool spots. Yeah. That's my advice to you. Hey, Skip, I miss you, buddy. We got to get together soon. We'll get together in spring, right? Me and you, right? Spring, right?
Oh, hopefully.
Yeah, spring. We'll get together. Yeah. So Chad, I'm talking to Skip the other day, and I'm telling him like, because me and Tyrone Shoelaces are planning a trip to Alaska, and Skip is like, I want in. Skip's like, I'm in, and then I'm telling Cody Dog about how Skippy wormed his way into the Alaska trip, and Cody's like, I want in. So now we're
y'all taking a cruise together or what?
No, we're literally flying there and then like prop planing it over to the island to get the oldest. Like,
oh, is that on?
It's on Skibble, is whatever that island's called. Yeah. So Skip wants in, Cody wants in. So it's gonna be a crew. Oh, look at Gundark 2000's like, I want in. Yeah, it's getting crazy here. So it's just funny. Yeah, it's like, so Skip. But Skip, me and Skip.
I think it's on Sitka.
Skip what? Sitka. There you go. Thank you. I said there. Yeah, it's close.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, Skip. We and you got to go do Power Island. You told me to come. Yeah, you got to come out this way. I got a bed for you. We'll do Power Island. Yeah, it's in spring. Power Island. Spring.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, you got nothing else.
Only an 8-hour drive for me.
Dude, I got a bed for you. What are you complaining about? Come on, you're fine. Come on. Okay, I want to gauge something, guys. Okay, I want to gauge this. Thanksgiving 2025. Okay, next Thanksgiving. Not this Thanksgiving. Next Thanksgiving, guys. And I'm dead serious about this. 2025 Thanksgiving, GCPC, ET Highway. Listeners and hosts.
I'll drive.
Listeners and hosts. If we can get like 12 cars on ET Highway,
I'm up for it.
Oh, Chad's in. I already got Chad in.
So that is, my birthday's on November 24th. So I'm not sure. Let's see what that is for that year, but it's always Thanksgiving week.
If we can get like
it's okay. That's Monday.
If we can get 5 to 10 listeners, you're all paying your own way. I ain't paying for you. But like, if we can get 5 to 10, if we can get like 5 to 10 cars, See My Shell, Thanksgiving 2025.
Right. Yeah.
GCPC ET Highway with listeners.
And now I got questions. Are you going to do the whole leapfrog trip?
Yeah, 5 to 10 cars, baby. Yeah, absolutely. I'm all for that. Gundark's in. Gundark's me too. I'm in. Gundark's in.
See,
are you in?
I knew you'd be for it as well, because in those ones you literally have to pick up the cash and take it and drop it off. So you're good. You're good at that.
I talked to Cody, who's done
Yeah.
Cody's done a third of it. Oh, Scorpio Red in. There we go. See, I love this. Look at that. In. He's in. So what you do, Cody's like, you need 3 people. You need a driver.
Yes.
You need a navigator. No, you need 4.
Yeah.
A driver, a navigator, a runner, and someone to sign the logs. And someone to sign.
Yeah.
So
Right, and you usually rotate. So
yeah, and you could rotate. That's fine. I don't care. But like, it's just a matter. If we can get, obviously, I mean, Cody did it in 1 car, which is insanity. But if you can get like 3 to 4 to 7 cars, you know, like, oh my God, you would burn through that thing. Burn through it. But we need a lot of people. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people figuring it out, because like that's people getting a plane trip to Vegas, renting, and you got to rent a van with the door that stays open when you drive, because you don't want to like. So it's a whole ordeal of what you need to do.
Yeah.
You know, and then get hotel rooms or whatnot. And I ain't paying for it. You guys are paying for it yourself. So
if you get 5 cars with 4 per car, that's 20 people.
That's 20 people. That's a lot of people. But think of the amazing time it would be post when we're all getting hammered in a bar together. That would be fun.
There we go. How about just sign my name and I'll meet you at the bar and I'll buy the first round for everyone. That's what
So yeah, Skip, are you in for that? Skip, have you done ET Highway yet?
I have done the ET Highway.
Oh,
3 of us in a van. Hey, I'll drive. I'll be a driver.
Skip's like, I'll still go. I'm in. I'm just gonna kind of log on.
No, Skip is an excellent stamper. I will tell you that much. She's an excellent stamper.
Skip's the only guy we know who would do the ET Highway twice. It's like I've done it twice. Yeah, I've done it twice.
That's a good idea too, Chad, as well. If you're going to organize it properly, get like if you've got 5 cars, get 5 individual stamps that all say the same thing. Team Team GCPC.
If we lock this in, we could have this done in like 3 days. Have it done.
I've been
and then
thinking
we can go
about
to Route 66. We can do that one too. What is the 800 or 900 that are down Route 66? You know, we can do those as well.
All right.
850. There you go. Thank you, Skip, from the No Man's Land. 850, Skippy says.
I've been thinking about getting a Team GCPC stamp anyways for when I'm caching with various friends and stuff. I've got I've got a couple that are like that, but I want one that is basic show oriented.
You go. Seaback says you could also print out labels with the name. You could do that too. That's a lot of labels, though. That's 3,000 labels. That's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Stamps are going to be easy.
I'm telling you, man. So
Exactly.
Anybody listening, not just the listeners who are watching right now, anybody, if you are listening to me, you are at work, November 2025, Thanksgiving, you are giving up Thanksgiving. You have to understand that. You are giving it up. Giving up Thanksgiving to spend it with us in the desert. Okay.
You give thanks to the geocaching gods.
That's right. Giving thanks to the geocaching gods, as it should be. So guys, if you're interested, shoot us an email. Let us know you're in. And if we get enough, we'll be in touch, because I'm gonna do it anyway. But if I can get like listeners and all that and have an awesome time doing it, I'd rather do it that way. You know,
imagine if we get a couple of sponsors.
November's the best time to get sponsors, right? Yeah, and pay for it. Yeah, there you go.
Just a rental company, just a rental car company with sponsors.
Look at you, man. See, you're coming up with the ideas. You're spinning now. There you go. If we can get your cars paid for, now who's in? Okay, now who's in?
There you go.
I'm telling you, this is it. November. I've been saying every year I say November, next November. We got to do this. I'll never do it. I'm not getting any younger.
That means I'm going to have to get like another 4 camera setups for each one for each car, and then I can actually do a full length video of the.
Mike says get a rental bus, like a tour bus.
No,
it'll take us 8 weeks to do the ET.
No. You want 4 people per vehicle. Period. No more than 4 people. No less than 3.
Because Chad, I can see it now. Like, you know, there'll be 3 or 4 workers in the bus doing the actual real job, and then Scott and everyone else in the back.
Hitting Coronas. All right, so Skippy's in for driving because Skippy has nothing else to do, so he'll take a trip to Vegas and drive the ET Highway again. Skip, I love you, buddy. I'll talk to you soon, because we got to do Power Island together. So I will talk to you soon. All right, buddy. I'll be in touch.
All right.
You be well.
Take care.
Bye bye. But yeah, I've been saying it every year. We got to do it, guys. It'd be fun.
Mhm.
I mean, how much fun would that be? Come on, how much fun
Yeah.
would that be? Especially with listeners, like that'd be the greatest. That'd be so fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, hold on. I've got Iowa on the line, which means that's got to be Scorpio. Hello.
Hey, it's
Hi.
been forever.
Hey, I know.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Pretty good. I just I went down this deep dive, of course, because you get on a map and then that's what you do. And I only need North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia to finish up my lower 48.
Well done, sir.
Then why weren't you at Going Caching?
Right? You're retired too, man. What's your excuse?
I have things going on. Anyway,
fair enough.
So,
fair enough.
The thing that I was thinking, because I looked, and of course we just had Hurricane Helene go through that area.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Hurricane Milton, going to hit Florida and it may go up into Georgia.
Sure.
What I was trying to do is go through to see if any caches got not archived, maybe, but disabled.
Sure.
And I really couldn't find that many caches that got disabled because of the storm.
No.
And I was wondering,
Well,
is there, I mean,
I think a lot of the people in the Asheville area are more worried about themselves and what's going on than going and archiving caches. But
no,
I mean, there are tons of roads that are literally wiped out and stuff. People can't even get to a lot of their caches to see,
even check them.
To check them. But it's like,
I know
that's low on the priority list, and I think it should be. But sorry, go ahead.
My question is not to be insensitive to that.
Mm-hmm.
It's that how do you find out? And, to the extent of the storm. I mean, because that storm was massive. It wasn't just North Carolina.
Sure.
I mean, it went into Tennessee and Ohio. It was massive, and I wonder if there's some place is like a list of all the LPCs are good to go. That's funny.
Thank you.
That's pretty good.
Oh, I popped him later. He got popped by that hard. Well done. I got him. That totally broke his train of thought.
It did.
Sorry, guys. I put up on the screen. Somebody said all the LPCs are good to go in South Carolina for the after the storm. So anyways, so Scorpio, let me cut you off here. So I know North Carolina was down because I know a friend of the show, Wheels 00, was in North Carolina. He's like, and he was texting me going, "Hey, I'm getting the oldest today." I'm like, "Dude, I think it's down," because I was checking him and it was down. And he's like, "Oh my God, I didn't even think of that." And so apparently it was back up, but it was down for at least a day. Because I was going through, I know this because I literally, a couple of days before that, I was going through and updating my oldest caches bookmark list that I have, my personal bookmark list of all the, in North Carolina. I'm like, oh my God, it's down. And I was shocked. Wait, maybe it was South Carolina. What's Octopus's Garden? Is that South Carolina?
It's North Carolina.
That's South. My mistake.
No, it's North.
That's North. Okay, then it was Octopus's Garden, I think. I think that was down for a day or two. But apparently it was back up because he got it. So it finally, I think it went back up. So is Scorpio, is there a place? Not that I'm aware of, but you should be fine. I mean, I wouldn't go now, but
of course.
Yeah, I wouldn't go now, but I'd wait a little bit. But you're so close, man.
I mean, I kind of agree with Chad that, these people are more concerned about, their towns and what have you. But I just wondered for the caching community side of it, because like a year or so ago, here in Iowa, we had that derecho go through, and it destroyed a whole bunch of caches. And, people archived a bunch of their caches because of it, and then area. And so, with this kind of storm, when you're planning to go someplace to cache after a major storm, it makes you wonder, are the caches, even that were found, 2 weeks ago, if they're still going, what are you going to be able
and
to
I understand
go
that.
for?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, but I guess the situation is you don't know. Unless you wait it out, you really just don't know.
See,
Craig, you have any thoughts on that, Craig?
Yeah, the only thing I can think about, and this is what happened to me personally in Australia itself. We had the biggest flood that we've ever had in Australia in my local town itself. And we're talking flood, we're talking, ready for this, 47-foot high water coming through the entire town. And literally, literally people were being rescued. Yeah, town's pretty much gone for the whole time. So at that point in time, our local state reviewer went through all the flood zones and just disabled the whole lot. Bam. It virtuals the lot, earth caches, everything. Bam, just disabled the whole lot. Sent emails out to every cache owner and said, when you get time, no rush. There's no rush. You're not going to get archived. Just go out there and check your caches, virtuals, earth caches, the lot. And so yeah, he gave us like a few months to get all that sorted out and stuff, which is really, really nice, And so we then update the cache log pages ourselves at our own time frame. But two things that was the reviewer thought to himself, no one needs to visit these areas at this point in time because they're under obviously water. There's under other issues as well. No one needs to go out of their way to visit these locations. So let's take them off the map until the actual owners themselves have a chance to go around and have a look for themselves. So that's what we did.
And Tiva makes a good point. Tiva 28 says the states are very large. You shouldn't go visit the areas hit. Visit the rest of the state. Obviously, you want to get the oldest. You want to get the cache across America, and so unfortunately, that's not always the easiest thing to do. But
yeah. Well, Octopus Gardens in Charlotte area. Charlotte was not.
I've gotten Octopus. I think it was South Carolina. Maybe it was Modak Stash or Modak. That was called Modak, something like that. I think that might have been the one that was down. I can't remember. Modak Stash. It might still be down. I don't know. I just remember saying like, "Oh my God, it's down!" Like shocked because I was like, "Oh, that's an oldie." Like you don't want to see an oldie go down, But apparently I guess it's down for me.
See, the other issue you have as well is obviously with injuries and stuff too. And this is going back to going caching. There was one person that, we got to a cache location and there was an ambulance there and a fire brigade were there on site at this cache location. We're like, I hope that's not a cacher. Yep, it was. They'd actually slipped down this hill and compound fracture of their legs. So,
oh, no.
Yeah. So then that cache, that ammo can was moved up to the actual parking lot, and so everyone could just do it from the parking lot because it'd been raining there as well. Like, it all came through there, so it was very muddy and slippery.
Was that the letterbox that was by the docks? Yeah.
Yes, that's the one.
Go ahead, Skip. Or Scorp,
Did cache owner very fined?
One more time.
I said, did the cache owner give that? Did the CO give that cache or that casher an honorary fine for that he got a compound fracture going after it?
I think his car team would have gone around with because you had a passport, Scott, for these as well. So you had to get a stamped passport. There it is, there, Chaz. So you had to stamp every single one of these. And now we're saying, Scott, you missed out because you handed that.
Rub it in there, Craig. Rub it in a little.
Yeah, I'll rub it in because you handed that passport in, and you got a coin. And seriously, this coin was the size of like a dinner plate. It was this big. There it is. There, look.
As Chad shows me the coin.
Free coin. You get a free Geocoin just by doing the actual letterbox caches.
I bet you if I call up Angie, she'll give me a coin. So
no, there's none left. So
no, there's. I know for a fact there's none left. She won't.
Yep. I told her, no, don't give one to Scott. Anyone else, not Scott.
All right, Scorp. I'm gonna let you go, buddy. You be well. Good luck.
Thanks.
We'll
Have
talk.
a great.
You too. Bye. Okay, so we're not even getting to going caching. It's like 9:26. So guys, talk about going caching.
It was good. It was my
Great.
first time.
All right, guys.
My last time. I'm not going back again.
It was awesome. The
Zai.
puzzles were great on getting basically your stamps for your cards to get into the escape room. So it was a multi-tiered one where you've got a piece of information. Let's see if I can pull up my photos here and kind
One
of
of photos for the real live video.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you're listening,
totally screwed. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. If you're listening to this, then you're gonna have to go to YouTube.
So I'm just kind of I'll talk through this one here real quick. And
Chad's going for pictures here. We're going.
He is.
Sure.
Chad's just sharing his screen, guys. How about that?
Okay, so this is one of 14, and this one, okay, you got an ASCII code here. It gives you a solution. That solution isn't quite right, and or it doesn't look right. It doesn't make any sense. But what you got here are path tags. And the path tag here, each of them has an image on it. And see how you got that kind of like grayed out building in the background on that one?
Yes.
One of these path tags has that icon on it. And if you do a Visionaire, I'm pronouncing it correctly now. Visionaire. I always call it big
Vignette.
I can never pronounce it right, but it was Visionaire. I was corrected. And so cipher on it with the key from the geocoin there, it gives you a solution for that. Well, that's only part of the thing. That solution for one of them was Grail. So when you're out there on the going around and doing the adventure labs for this, which happens to be you need the geocoin from the event here, which has a path tag, and this thing also separates out to become a key to get into the boxes. Well, this path tag is the red rose, and you need that for solving each of the adventure labs, but then this key gets you into the locked box. And so one of them had a grail on it, and you had to recognize that grail, let's say it was this one right here, had this particular icon on it. And I think that one happened to actually be from
Craig. Did you do all this stuff?
This one right here, which is a green coin. And so that's how you had to figure out that. So each of these cards need to be stamped, and each of the cards has something on there that are different, and you needed the correct stamp on it. And what color is that up top there? The wording up top.
I can't see it. I
can't
see it. Green? I don't know.
Green.
And the listeners definitely can't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you had to figure out that whole process. That's the card that you need to stamp once you got into the system. So
is there woods where I can just find ammo cans in there?
I'll say this. Scott, and that is this event itself, going caching, it had that for the Chad types. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's the thing. It's like, I am not that. God bless Chad. I love you.
But you have people with you that are that. So you didn't necessarily have to be the one to solve it. You know, me, this is a thing that thrills me, and I love solving.
Yeah, and a lot of people, and you are not alone.
A lot of people do, and that's what we're saying.
You are not alone,
right? Yeah, and a lot of other people are there for the party. They get we get to stamp our cards, and we get to show them and get into the escape room.
So myself, Scott, this is the difference, right? You got the Chad types out there, and there's plenty of them, and they all enjoy it, and that's what it's about. You've got those, you got the puzzles, you then got the collector cards that are for everyone. It's everyone to meet everyone else as well. The collector cards is me personally, it's better than bingo. Like, you know what I mean? They had the bingo, of course, the geocaching bingo, but collected cards is better because you can swap, have a look at their bios and chat with it from there. To me, though, probably like you, Scott, as well, it's all about meeting people. It's all about the socializing.
Of course.
And so they had the street parade, like closed down an entire street, and people walked out through. We had bar hopping, like the brewery hopping, like, you know, beer what do you call it? Brewery. And then they had a play, like a full outdoor play area. And then at the end of the night, they had a dance party night as well. So it's not just about the geocaching. It's not just about the puzzle nuts. It's not just about the collecting cards. It's not just the socialization. It's everything. And I think that's where a lot of people said to me beforehand, you got to get to one of these because it will tick one of your boxes that you love.
Sure.
So,
well, that's the beauty part of the magazine. I mean, if I go to Midwest Geobash, it's a social. If I go to West Bend, it's a numbers. You know, it's like, so it's all varies depending what you want to go to and where. You know, nice picture, Chad. You guys as robbers, nice. So, but I am not a puzzle cacher. That doesn't appeal to me. What appeals to me is woods, finding ammo cans. Give me a 5 mile patch of woods, and there's caches every 0.2, and I'm a happy man. You know, especially if there's not even a trail. You know, that's what I want. That's what I want. To me, that's geocaching. To me, geocaching. I mean, and I know I'm going to catch heat for this, and I'm sorry. To me, solving puzzles isn't geocaching. To me, that's, you know, to me, getting out, getting in the woods, getting
and there's
caching to me. But
there's plenty of that. There's
that is just to me. You know, that is not to you, not to Craig, not to Chad. A lot of people love puzzles. I have best friends that love puzzles. You know, but like, which is why I don't solve puzzles, because I don't care. You know, I'd rather go to the world.
And you know, they put out the Stumpy series for people who wanted those hides out in the woods to walk to. They put out another series, you know, that multiple series and stuff out and around there to go for those. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It has stuff for everyone, even though it is primarily puzzle focused.
Yeah, and I know it is. And I always wanted to get to it anyway, you know, because of the social aspect of it.
Right.
But yeah, it's that's honestly, I've said it ad nauseum. That's the beauty of this game, is that there's something for everybody. You know, that's the beauty of this game. But to me, yeah, like Chad giving us a 5-minute rendition of how to solve that is crazy to me. That just sounds. Chad thinks that's super awesome and super cool. I'm like, that is insane. I would have quit a long time ago. I would have quit.
It took a heck of a lot more than 5 minutes to.
I would have quit. I would have given it 5 minutes. And like, nope, next cache. Nope.
My enjoyment is. Regarding the puzzles was actually videoing people doing the puzzles themselves, like sitting at the tables, and they looked, because they all had their cards as well. They looked like they were casino players, like they're flipping cards around everywhere, and you know, left, right, and center. There's people out there as well that have been to every single one and were proud. Like, they were always so proud, with their chest was pumped out because they had every single full collection since it started of cards.
Right.
Sure.
So yeah, unbelievable.
Did you see one of ours in the wild, Chad? Did you see any of ours in the wild?
Any of ours in the wild?
Our GCPC cards. Actual playing card.
Oh yeah,
you did. Nice. You had some, didn't you? Didn't you have a bunch?
I was giving them out. I actually ran out of our the GCPC cards and my cards that I had with me. This is the first time that I've literally ran out, because I was giving out both the GCPC card and our card at the same time, plus a sticker for those who were listeners of the shows, and then some for other people that, you know, were interested. So,
well, I have a bunch of cards if you need any, Chad. I'll be more than happy to send you cards if you don't have any.
No, trust me. You know, it's like afterwards, it's like I don't carry them around to like toss them into cans. But you know, I could, but. You know,
I'll give him, like, I'm just gonna start throwing him into, when people order stuff, I'm just gonna start throwing him in that. You know,
that's a much better use of them.
Oh, Craig here says
I kept one of our GCPC ones. It's like, I've got to keep one. I'm not a big collector on the cards. So even though I bought a couple extra packs of them, and I had a lot of cards and stuff there, I use those mainly to help other people out. What I wanted were these cards to get stamped and the 14 cards that made up the puzzle cards.
Sure.
So
sure.
that was my goal, to gather that information and trade out to get some of those cards, and then the rest, first, Bible Man Rick had first go at it, and some other people, and then passed them on to one of my big time collectors, and it's like, I'm done. The rest is like I kept cards from listeners of the show, and when they handed them to me, and these, and that's about it.
Okay, Chad, but the $1 million question is, how many people screamed Chaz?
I did not keep a count, but there was a lot of people that screamed Chaz. Although it was like, are we supposed to scream Chaz? Because Scott didn't say anything this year, but I still got the Chazzes, lots of Chazzes.
I love. Okay, listeners, for the official record, always scream Chaz when you see him. Always. Top of your lungs. Point and scream.
I get that, even when not at a mega or something like that, but I'm at an event and someone who doesn't normally isn't a local and comes in, but is a listener of the show, is Chaz, and I was like, I had that one time in Indianapolis,
nice,
not at an event, at a mall with my family. and I turned around and waved him, and my wife goes like,
"What the hell was that?
What was that? Do you know that guy?"
No.
It's like, no, but apparently it's a listener of the show.
Meanwhile, Scott, I've got to tell you as well, this is for the viewers tonight, not the listeners, and that is, guess what I am wearing at the moment?
Oh, he's got his new GCPC shirt on with him.
Yes.
I have not even. I have to order one. Sorry, it's been a crazy week. I have to order one. I will order a new one with the new hosts on it. I have not. Chad, do you have one? Chad says he ordered one and hasn't.
I ordered one on September 4th, and I haven't received it.
For a month.
So I just sent them an email, and I got a automated reply that someone will get back to me in 1 to 2 business days.
Wait, somebody did? Didn't you see somebody with one already? Who's that? One of you guys did. Chad,
I saw someone at Going Caching with one of them
with an updated updated host shirt.
With an updated host shirt.
That's awesome. I love that. That's awesome. I'll get one. Yeah, I'll order one this weekend. I've been
available in the store, and Scott, it's cheaper if you're a patron as well. When you jump on the store, you get the discount code. You don't pay for it's cheaper. So it's good.
Which I have to actually. I have to make a note. So Craig, why don't you tell us? Craig, you haven't talked at all. And it's already 9:40. Talk to us about Going Caching. Chad gave us a brief on his. How was your time?
That's all my
first time there. Talk to me.
Yeah, first time there. But that's all I'm going to say, and that is there were people there doing all the puzzle stuff. I'm a viewer. I love watching people. I love watching what they do and how they work. And so for me, it's all about the socializing, and that's what I did. I socialized throughout the entire weekend, from the street parade to the pub crawl to the play, and then obviously the dance night as well there at the end. And
did you dance?
No, I didn't, because I didn't turn the lights down. The lights were too bright. I don't know. Because if I start dancing, Scott, then I'll finish dancing, but my body keeps dancing for a good 2 minutes afterwards. Just saying.
Three FTFs, including one on a virtual.
It was I did an FTF on an Earth cache. I'm like, does that really even count? It's an FTF on an Earth cache. Does that count?
Well, I got an FTF on one of the stamp ones, the letterboxes, the brand new letterboxes. We got FTF on one of those.
I got FTF on one of the letterboxes, FTF on that the traditional series I got done with the letterbox, and then that virtual at the Sunday morning leaving Going Caching when it published. So all of us that were there basically
got the FTF on that.
Yeah.
So Scott, I'm not
Yes,
sure if you know or not, but what happened is that Brian Roth, in conjunction with Rome, Georgia itself, because this is the last one, not happening anymore at all. They've actually got together and done a plaque up, a bronze plaque.
I saw that. Oh, I saw.
Yes,
No,
for
I saw.
Andy and Jim, and so now that is a virtual that went live, and Brian actually
That's
clicked the little live
That's
button
awesome.
itself,
Awesome.
and fantastic. So if you have not been to Rome, Georgia, there's still a reason to go there. You know what I mean? That still go there. There's all these caches are still out there as well. Chad and I, you saw on the patrons, we did a good trail there of all the caches themselves, all the little gadget caches. Some weren't working, some were. But yeah, there's always a reason to go back to Rome, Georgia. So if you didn't make it this time around.
So this was your first one. Was it everything you hoped it would be?
Yes, because I didn't have any hope. I didn't know what it was about. You know what I mean? I just thought to myself, and I was by myself there. I didn't have like Josh. I didn't have any other geocaching friends. I just had my geocaching community of friends. So
Yeah, well, you're a geo celeb, for lack of a better term. Sorry, in air quotes. I apologize. That's a horrible term, but it is what it is. But you are. I'm sorry. You're known. Your face is known. You're known. I didn't take long before somebody came up to you. It was like, Greg, hey,
no, and that's what I love the most about any event, whether it be a mega event, a giga event, or just a local event, and that is I love talking to people about this wonderful hobby of ours called geocaching. So,
sure, as you should. You're on many podcasts about
it. And one of your listeners bought me a beer as well on the. Yeah.
Oh, one of my listeners. He's your listener too. What do you mean? One of your listeners?
Our listeners. One of our listeners bought me a beer as well. But you ready for this though? He went up. He said, "Can I buy you a beer?" And I said, "Absolutely." So he went up to the bar. He asked the barman if they had Fosters. So,
dude, you got to be very careful with that. I go to I've gotten hammered. I've gotten listeners that got me hammered because they got me shots. Oh my god, you got to be careful. Everyone's like buying you shots. You can't say no. You can't say no. So you're like, okay, and oh my god.
And I'm one to sort of I'm a thirsty man, so I can't drink.
You got to be careful. Jim RKY, he sent an email about going caching final curtain call. This is he says, I'm still processing this. Happening is the term that comes to mind. I have called the final going caching the end of an era in geocaching. It is. I have a sense of loss and immense joy for all those who worked on going caching on the crew, and a dawning sense of wonder that such an outgoing expression of caring for others existed for a span of 14 years. It wasn't a monument to anyone or anything. It encompassed almost all of the Rome, Georgia community and reached not only the geocachers who attended, but the city. Going caching was more of a movement than an event, building a self-professed family of workers. It attracted most of the lights of geocaching over the years, but didn't seek any acclaim. It provided the richest actual geocaching experience for any other event, period. Many others will describe the speeches given by Brian Roth and others at the final event. I will key in on two things, a virtual cache and a memorial plaque. The Going Caching crew placed GCAJ FV8 Going Caching Legacy Virtual Award 4.0. Published by Brian Roth, it is a memorial cache to Andy and Jim, the Waysiders, and the CO is the Going Caching crew. I'm tearing up now with happiness for Andy and Jim to have received this gift from the crew family and to have the recognition from HQ as well. It is well deserved. Also, there will be a bronze plaque erected in memorial of going caching by the crew in conjunction with the city of Rome at Ridge Ferry Park. Coming from outside geocaching, this public recognition shows just how much Andy, Jim, and the going caching crew accomplished. I hope a second virtual will be allowed for this, even if it might be less than 1/10 of a mile from the stage. Going caching deserves it. For Bethy Biker and me, we, like so many others, said our goodbyes and promised we'd meet again, but we knew it would not be in Rome. Going caching gifted so much to their treasure vaults in prizes during the main event and this farewell that they made glad but not joyful this somber scene. Many people had tears, we all cheered, and then it was over. But unlike many other geocaching events not failing to leave even a rack behind, going caching will live in the minds and hearts of over 7,000 attendees of its run as long as geocaches are found. That's fantastic. Where is that coming from? Chad, is that you?
Yeah. Well,
yeah, your mic switch, dude. Put yourself on mute. So yeah, so that's from Jim RKY.
Yeah.
Beautiful tribute to go.
Great words, and it's exactly what happened. Every part of that, it's exactly what happened. And I'll say the final event, the Sunday morning goodbye event, or see you again event, whatever you like to call it. Yeah, there was tears of joy left, right, and center, and I'll be honest, everyone just literally stood up and gave him like a round of applause, a standing ovation, round of applause.
Yeah.
That's
That
awesome.
was really nice, really nice.
Yeah, it sucks. I never got to experience going caching. I'm sorry, I never got to experience it.
Never at all, ever, never, ever.
No, it's always been, dude, because it was always like school just starts. It was always like right around school starting. It's tough. It's a tough one when you got kids and you're coming from far away. It's a tough one.
Just get rid of him. Bring him along or do something like.
So yeah, okay. Any final thoughts on this, Craig and or Chad, on going caching before we?
I'm glad I went.
Yeah,
So,
I'm glad.
It will be missed. So for sure.
Okay, and just as a note, Craig, you're back at home. You're
Yes.
you're
Yeah,
in a
look.
car. You're in
Look
a
at this. No. I've got room now. I've got air conditioning coming
Air
through.
conditioning,
Nice and
yeah.
cool. I'm
Yeah,
not, but I'm not back for long. I'm only back for like a week and a bit, and then I've got to miss 2 shows, Scott. I've got to miss 2
I know. Who
shows.
does that? Who starts a new job and is be like, I got to go for 2 weeks. Sorry.
Well, I'm not getting paid, so I'm not like.
Touche.
I'm taking some rostered days off, whatever you call it. No, I'm going over to the UK. I'm going to England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland for 2 weeks. So traveling around there. So there you go. Yeah,
Very nice.
Nice.
Mhm.
Not going home to Australia, huh?
No. I'm going back to where I convicted from. I got convicted in England the first time, and then I'm going back there now. So.
Convicted of what?
Australians are all convicts of England.
Oh, they're all convicts.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Isn't it big? It's a big island of convicts, right? That's what they say. Is that a true story? I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah. Australia was.
I know it was a prison island. Yeah, it was like.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, no, don't go back to the prison. It's like Alcatraz, but not, but larger, with funny accents. Alcatraz with funny accents is what it is. That's a T-shirt right there. All right, so guys, thanks everybody for calling in tonight's Cash or Coffee. Next week, see, my show will still be here. Yes. Next week, guys, we have got. Where is it? Hold on. Biggest geocaching myths.
Ooh.
The show notes. Before I share the show notes with these guys, I'm gonna put my stuff in there so they can't steal it.
Oh yeah, I've got stuff ready to go, just to copy and paste. Don't worry about that,
guys. Biggest geocaching myths. We're gonna talk about the myths of geocaching. That's next week's show. Mm-hmm. So, guys, everybody who called in, guys, first of all, sorry that we were off for 2 weeks. I apologize, but these guys, both of them were gone. I didn't want to be by myself, so I apologize. We won't be off anytime soon. I think we're going to the end of the year easy. And then I think I canceled. I think we're doing a show Christmas Day, by the way, unless you guys are okay. I canceled it, but then I locked it back in. But I might take off because guys, Christmas Day and New Year's Day, both on a Wednesday. I'm like, oh, come on, man. But I figure Christmas Day, I'll be geocaching by 7 o'clock. Chad, was 6 o'clock, Chad? Will you be done by then or no?
Yeah.
There you go. Craig, what do you do?
9:30 p.m. Yeah, I'll be done by then.
Hey, you'll be done by then.
I'll join you with your geocaching. So
come on out. Come on to Chicago and geocache with me.
So my wife will complain that I'm doing the show on Christmas, but it's like
you're like, oh, I'm sorry.
It's like, what else I'm gonna be doing? Sitting on the couch watching TV.
I got a Jew as a producer. I apologize. He doesn't care that it's Christmas. Doesn't mean anything.
I'll jingle all the way. Don't worry about that. That's
Come on out, Craig. Come on out to Chicago. Do some geocaching. Be fun. I got a bed for you. Come on.
In the winter, midwinter. Oh.
Yeah, dude. It's parking grabs. The geocaching is all about numbers. It's not about going into the woods. It's all about numbers, man. It's all numbers.
Oh, so you replace all the LPCs. So that's okay.
Of course.
Only if they're bison tubes, bison tubes.
That's all right, guys. Biggest geocaching myths. One of those on my list is going to be bison tubes don't belong under LPC. All right, guys. Thanks for calling in tonight. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys soon. Everybody be well and be safe. Please join us again every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook and YouTube. The archive video versions of our podcast are available on our website or on our YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. If you like the show, please head on over to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you do. If you prefer to watch the show, make sure you click the subscribe or get notified buttons to know exactly when we go live. And hey, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. With tiers starting as low as $5, you'll get a ton of additional information, extra audio, extra video, only available to our Patreon members. Please head on over to patreon.com today and subscribe. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cashly, Logwork, FDF Geocacher Magazine, the Max Suds Body Company, Practical Geocaching, Arted Crafted, PathTags.com, Cashcraft, and GeoGo. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, you tell them the GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week, so we'll see you next week talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug your loved ones, and we will talk to you guys next week. And we're clear. All right, guys. Yes, Cameron's here. Don't worry, Cameron. He was actually up on my counter over here. I've got him locked. I actually have him like, hold on. So it's actually, oh god. So I actually got him on this. So it's like, actually like
he's on a nice little stand.
I gotta remember to actually put him down
Nice
during the show. But sorry, I don't make
nice.
Here you go. Okay, there we go.
So he's not hidden anywhere. He's actually up watching.
He's not hidden.
On
He's
a daily basis.
Yeah, he's out. So
nice.
All right, guys. Thanks everybody for listening. We'll talk to you guys next week. Everybody be well and be safe. Be well, be safe. Hug your loved ones. We'll talk to you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.